Good morning and welcome back to Clover Cottage Bee Farm. I'm Mac, and this is the third in a series on this hive that we're set up to make swarm cells. Now, a lot of people will want to know why you want to make swarm cells. Why do you want your bees to swarm? Well, I don't want them to swarm, but I do want them to make swarm cells so I can harvest them to make splits with. As I said in the earlier videos, the swarm cells makes the best queen cells you can get because the bees choose the right larva, right age, and that they feed it well and makes good queen cells. My eyesight is bad, so I don't do grafting. I'm not very successful at grafting, so I choose to do it this way. Last week when we went in, they had built up pretty good. This week there's a lot more drones walking. Hopefully we might begin to see the beginning of some swarm cells. I got to thinking about this way I was doing this series, and I decided maybe that I'm going to film this hive every week and show you the progression of how she builds up and what I do with the excess honey and excess brood that she produces. Treat this as a resource hive, and I'll just go through this, maybe not every week, but pretty often, showing you the progression and how I'm dealing with this hive. Okay, let's get started. Okay, our queen's not on the top, but I do see a few small hive beetles. Okay. Okay, this is the outermost frame, and she has eggs in it. Not many, but a few. Okay, we have worker brood up here in the top and some drone brood on the bottom. Honey around the edge. A lot of drone brood on this side. So they're beginning to think, okay, here's our first queen cup. Let's see if there's anything in it. Okay, it is empty. But they are beginning to think about forming. Okay, we have down here on the bottom of this medium frame, they have built drone brood on the bottom. And this is all worker. Same thing on this side, capped worker and capped drones. Okay, just almost solid brood here. There's some uh, pollen and honey around the edge, open nectar. Have another queen cup right here, and it's empty. Okay, this brood here is beginning to hatch. And I do see eggs in the spaces where that hatched, so she's beginning to backfill with brood. Still no loaded queen cells so far. Lots of brood. This frame is completely full of eggs. So if we wanted to do a walkaway split, this one has got a lot of pollen, a lot of open nectar around the edges. It's got some capped brood on it and a bunch of eggs, so this would be a good one to make a split with. But we're not planning on doing that today. Lots of pollen. And open nectar. So don't swarm cells yet. We do have a couple of cups that I expect by next week when we go in it again that they'll be those will be loaded and we'll be on our way to producing some queen cells. And close this up. So next week, I appreciate you watching, and we'll continue the progression of this, watching this hive and see what the progression is. If you have any questions, be sure and ask them in the comments, and subscribe if you would. I appreciate it. Have a good evening.